What's up, everybody? It's Monday night, and you know what that means. It's the Stereo Joe Show. We got an awesome lineup tonight. We are starting up big time. We're going to PA. We got Dania Allen on from the newly formed band High Class, and they have their bass player who's going to be playing with them. So we're going to have a kick it off with a killer performance. And anyway, next we're going to the Midwest, and we're going to be talking to Mike MC, who's been on the show before. He's also going to be performing. So we got awesome right off the bat with two killer performances. Then we're going to follow it up with a third one. Returning to the show again is Andrew Moses. He's been on the show a bunch before. He's kind of like a little Dave Matthews-ish E. And he's going to be performing a couple of songs. So I'm excited about that. And he'll be talking with Popco, who will be on at 8:45 as well. Then next at 9 o'clock, we got Alyssa doing her review of music around the area. So you're going to not want to miss that. New music coming out. Then after that, we're going to Cyrus from the band Cyrus, also one of our friends. So we're excited to be talking to him, see what he's been up to since he's been on the show last. And then we get to a very exciting guest, Sage Cornelius, who is a violin player doing a lot of exciting stuff right now. Got a really killer video on the internet right now doing Shred Fest versus a guitarist, and Sage is on the violin. So you're not going to want to miss that. Very excited. Also playing with Sage is also playing with Sean James, who's rising up in the scene right now. So we are really excited. We got a killer show. But first, we're going to go to a video to get this kicked off, and I'll be back on the other side with Nick and Remy. All right.
Every time she's around, my heart hits the ground. Said every time she's around, my heart hits the ground. Girl, you stole my blues away. Oh, girl, you're driving me crazy, 'cause you're my foxy lady. Said you're driving me crazy, 'cause you're my foxy lady. Girl, you stole my blues away. Blessings every day. You're the first thing I say. I count my blessings every day. You're the first thing I say. Girl, you stole my blues. Baby, you gone took all my blues. Baby girl, you gone stole all my blues.
All right, that was Burlwood with Stolen Blues. Okay. What's up, Nick?
Dude, it feels good to be back. Sorry I missed you guys last episode, but you guys held it down without me.
Yeah, dude, we missed you. Remy was so mad. Let's get her on the show. Remy was just so pissed you weren't here last week.
I was not mad.
All right, a moment for Remy to scold me. Go ahead. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Stop. jerks.
Let the
kidding.
roast begin now.
Oh, I feel it. It's heating up in here already.
No, this is episode 85. I can't believe it. I'm really excited to talk to Sage later on and the
Yeah,
rest
me
of our
too.
guests. We got a killer lineup. Trust me, we're going to have 3 killer performances to start this show off. I'm really excited. I'm actually a fan of everyone who played. I was like, wow, all these songs are really cool. So they usually are, but I'm even more in love tonight. So, but anyway, and then Nick, tell them the big news. February 5th.
People might notice that there's a few PA people here, and it might be a coincidence, but it's no coincidence that we're going to be in PA at the Sherman Showcase doing the season 4 finale, the first ever in-person Stereo Joe show, where we're going to have guests. Oh, should we tell them some of the guests who are going to be there? Because we have some
Definitely.
confirmed bands. Members of bands like Stay Loud, Blind Choice, Times Infinity, Contact Collective, and University Drive.
Yeah, we
Ooh.
actually have a pretty killer show planned in person. I don't know how we're gonna pull it off. It's not gonna be feasible. Basically, we're gonna hit ourselves.
There's going to be music, there's going to be group interviews, and maybe some activities. Also, if you're feeling lucky, bring your friends because there will be some prizes, there will be some things that we're doing. So it's going to be a special night, and you want to be a part of it because it's going to be Stereo Joe history.
Yeah, all I could say is bring singles because Nick's gonna be dancing.
Oh God, I'm sad I'm gonna miss that.
Oh, Mateo said, Nick, finally the show is good again.
Oh, burn!
I know.
We're no
Hey, and I
longer
also want to give a shout out to Pat. Pat, thank you so much. I miss Pat. Pat's been one of the OGs of this show since day one. So thank you so much. Speaking of OGs, Nick, tell us about that originally godly beard.
This beard doesn't get OG on its own because we've partnered up with the OGs themselves, the beard struggle. So this beard does not need to struggle to look so good. And it doesn't need to be a struggle for you either because they've got products for beards of all sizes, whether you're starting out or you've got a big beard and you're looking to tame it, they've got you covered. And if you're thinking, you don't have the money to spend on that, well, we've got you covered. Because if you use checkout code StereoJO, not only will they give you 15% off your entire order, if you happen to live in the US and find so many products that you spend $40 or more, they'll send it to you for FREE. That's right, free shipping. And who doesn't love free shipping, especially spending so much around the holidays?
The way I heard that, Remy, Nick was saying that we got to grow beards out.
I did say last week when or the week before when I had to fill in for Nick, I was like, "That's fine, but I'm not doing the beard commercial."
I would have paid to see that, honestly.
That would have been exciting. So, you know what I'm even more excited about tonight is you two taking the reins. I'm loving this. I'm hanging out backstage, eating popcorn.
Oh yeah.
Where's mine?
Exactly. No. So I'm really pumped about that. But listen, we got a couple episodes left. We're actually doing another episode next Monday in order to make up because we had to miss one because Jimmy was getting sick and stuff, like loser. But anyway, so we're gonna have the next 3 weeks. We're gonna be having episodes, and then on a special Saturday, February 5th, we're gonna be doing in person at the Sherman Showcase. Lots of performances. It's going to be, as some people have seen before, our season finales are like a special show. This is going to be the most special one. Super excited about it. But without anything else, I guess let's get this kicked off. We're going to be going to our first guest, which is Dania Allen out from PA. And you're really going to be excited. So, all right, let me get off the stage. I'll be back. So will Remy. Nick, good luck, Guns N' Roses.
Catch you later. Hey, Dania, welcome to the show.
Yo, what's good, man? How you doing?
I'm doing great.
going
How are you
on?
tonight? Thank you so much for joining us.
Yo, thank you for having me, man. We're doing great. I got Tommy here. Yo, we're just excited to be here, man.
Awesome. We are excited to have you. I heard you a little sample back in Soundcheck, and I'm really excited to hear the full performance. For those of our fans that are new to you and haven't heard you before, do you want to tell them a little bit about what your music is like? Hey, Dania, can you hear me?
Uh-oh. I can hear you.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Uh,
I can't hear
if
it. Dania, if anything, pop back out, and then hit the link and try to come back in real quick. All right, there we go. Back to my beautiful head. All right, Nick, we got a video lined up here. I guess we'll go to.
we do, we actually have another PA local, Regina Sales.
Oh, I lied.
Cool. Yeah, cool.
Let's try to go back to
There we
Dania.
go.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Hey,
Oh, awesome. Hey, welcome
I'm
back.
back. There we go.
Awesome.
I couldn't hear you guys for a second.
Oh.
It had cut out. Yeah.
No problem. And you did the right thing. If anything ever happens, you pop out, you come back in, and somehow it fixes it. Seems to be the cure-all.
All right.
For people that are new to you and your music, do you want to tell them a little bit about what you do and what your music style is like?
Yeah. I'm pretty much like a R&B rock path. It's definitely different. I haven't heard a lot of people say something like that before, but it's definitely my flow.
Nice.
But I have been doing this for a very long time. It's definitely my dream and the way I hope to make it my career. And to keep going on this path with the new music that I'm writing. And I just came out with an album about I want to say 5 months ago, and had my first album release party. It was awesome. I had a lot of local bands and everything come out and play and perform. So yeah, it's been pretty awesome.
Oh, amazing. And if people wanted to check that album out, where are some of the platforms that you post your music up to?
Oh yeah. So my album is called Before Hollywood, and it's just my name, Dania, D''Neah. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, SoundCloud, YouTube Music. Anywhere you go, you can find it.
Awesome. And you said it was an R&B and rock kind of mix, which I think is actually really interesting. What would you say are some of your influences that kind of brought you in that direction?
I would definitely have to say like Tracy Chapman and Janis Joplin, or
Nice.
like I definitely have the R&B thing too, like the Lauryn Hill and like stuff like that. John Mayer, love John Mayer. Um, and then like I have so many more artists that inspire me to just change my flow, my style, and keep going. And so as long as it it's fun and it sounds good and everybody understands the message that's coming from it, that's a big message too. Like I just hope that everybody can relate, that needs to, that's a big thing about music. So yeah.
Yeah, and one of the toughest things I think about music as well, trying to relate to people with everything changing so much. But I think you're among friends here with a few John Mayer fans amongst the Stereo Joe show as well. And you mentioned that you were working, or you released an album about 5 months ago. What else have you been up to during the last couple of years, and how did lockdown and everything reshape your musical path?
Well, actually, for the past couple of years, I actually was on a crazy journey. I was actually homeless for a little while, and experiencing like a rough past relationship, and I got out of that and started to pretty much turn my life around. Lockdown really you know really set that in motion, really, to go back home and start doing what I'm supposed to do, and focus on my music, because I fell off for a while, worrying about things I shouldn't be worried about,
Yeah.
And just being back here and changing my life completely from sleeping in tents in the cold in the winter to having my own place, and it's been definitely a journey. So my music is definitely incorporated in that, especially with like, past relationships and love and hardships and everything else. So that my album definitely talks about all of that. So I just hope that, like I said, a lot of people can relate, that have been through stuff like that, you know, focused on, toxic things, and then like trying to change your life into something different. Is definitely a hardship.
Mhm.
Especially when, you're blind to the fact of what's going on in front of you and other people aren't. They're like, yo, get it together, like,
Sure.
but
Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely cool just changing my life around and having my family and my friends proud of me and focused on my goals and what I'm supposed to do with my music in my life. So it's been a cool journey.
Wow, that's an incredible chapter of your story, and I appreciate you sharing that because that's not an easy subject. But you're coming a long way, and I am really happy to hear that. And you did mention that you have some music that you've been working on, and is the song that you're going to play tonight one of the new ones?
Um, One of the new ones that I've been working on is it's an album that or not an album, it's actually an EP, a short
Mhm.
EP that I've been doing. I was actually gonna do one of the songs from my first album that I did,
Yeah.
which is like my most popular song, which is Dancing in Hollywood. And then I was gonna do a second song and do one of my new ones, which is called Leave Me Alone.
Okay.
um Leave Me Alone is more so of like it's about like just you know, a lot of people, you know, tend to talk about you or, you know, try to knock you down or push you down, you know, when they see you succeeding or, you know, or they feel like you're doing better than them or, you know, out of jealousy and spite, you know, they try to start things or make things happen that you know, it's just
Yeah.
unnecessary. And so
Hmm.
at a time and point, you know, I had felt like, you know, attacked in a way in my life. So I had just like, you know, kind of shut out and just started writing new music, and Leave Me Alone was definitely probably one of the best things that came out of it. So it's definitely a good song. I sing it at an open mic a couple weeks ago, and it was very very cool. A lot of people, you know, come up to me and were saying that they liked it. So it's definitely a good song, but I hope everybody enjoys it though.
Awesome. You want to uh, pull up the guitar and I'll back out and we can give a listen to your first song.
All right, awesome. Let's do this.
Cool.
For those of you just tuning in, we're about to hear Dania and Tom perform. They're in a new band called High Class, which is taking over PA this summer. Can't wait.
All right, word. Let's get this. Check. Can you guys hear me over there? Pretty good? Alright, ready? So, this is my song off of my first album called Dancing in Hollywood. Oh! Never seen her move like that before. She's skedaddling down all over the floor. And she moves like I've never seen her dancing before. Oh, no, no. And she's blinded by all these lights. She's never seen this kind of light. She's been looking at all this money and she's getting kind of hungry. She remembers where she came from, but she's never seen Hollywood. Don't you know there ain't no dancing? Ain't no dancing in Hollywood. I try to move with her. I try to giggle my feet out. And then I fail to reach her. It seems like nothing's coming out. She got to move in the hips, moving like this, and I didn't know what to do. Ooh, never seen her dance, seen her spin like that. She makes me say, ooh, ain't no dancing in Hollywood. Ain't no dancing, 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 ain't no dancing. Ain't no dancing, 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 ain't no dancing in Hollywood. Oh, that was the first song, Dancing in Hollywood. We're going to do one more song for you guys. It's Leave Me Alone. The EP that's going to be coming out soon. They talk about me, they say anything, but they never lived my life before, no. They try to hurt my pain, they try to make me feel like I'm in sorrow, constant sorrow. I don't wanna hear it, no. Even if you talk about me the way I'll be alright. Even if you don't love me, I'll still sleep at night. I don't care if you're not here by my side. No, I'm gonna make it either way. Either way I try. Just like me, Lord. I can make it on my own. All those things you say, all those things you do, they won't affect me more than you.
Try to talk about me, but I don't care what you lie. You don't know the truth at all. You just bury every time. And I laugh at your resistance, 'cause you don't know what you need in line. I know that I'll be alright either way I try. And you want something I'm not back. I would know it's okay. I won't be afraid. No, I won't. You can say what you want about me. I'm gonna be alright. I don't need your help. I can make it on my own this time. So just see me, love. I can make it on my own. All those things you say, all those things you do, they won't affect me more than you. Just leave me alone. Even when you talk behind my back, I'll know. Trying to say you're my friend, trying to say you're my friend, but I know you're not, no. Trying to say you're my friend, trying to say you're my friend, no, but I know you're not, no. So just leave me alone. I can make it on my own.
Woo! Yes, that was amazing. What an amazing performance. Amazing vocals. I love those songs. Tom, you're sounding great too. Guys, I feel bad. We are at the end of our time, so I do have to run on you. But we gotta have you on back real soon because that went too quick.
It's all good, man. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you having us. It's a blessing and an honor, and we hopefully will be back next time to see you guys again.
Absolutely. We're throwing your links up now. Everyone go follow right now, and you guys aren't going to be let down, I swear. So anyway, thank you so much for coming on the show, and we hope to have you on soon.
All right, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Have a good show, man, and you all have a great night. I appreciate it.
It was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure.
Have a good night.
You too.
All right, later. All right, Nick, I'm letting you go too, and Remy, I'm bringing you on. I'll see you later. All right, Rem, I'm so excited. I got you. I'm so excited.
You did. I'm like chewing.
Hey, everyone, go follow Dania. What an awesome performance. I wanted to talk more, but unfortunately, we got to go on to Mike right now. So I'm going to bring Mike on, and I'll be back, Rem. See you in a little bit. Everything's 4 minutes late, so good luck. I'll give you a text.
All right. All right. Hey, Mike.
Hey, how's it going? What's up?
Good. How you doing? Good to see you.
Good to see you. I think we just are friends on Facebook.
Yes, I saw you just accepted my friend request.
I did. I just like, who the hell is this? All right.
Who's this weirdo? Man?
New Jersey.
Anyway, so welcome back to the show. This is your second time, I believe.
Yeah, second time. The first time I started writing, and then this time I've been playing out a lot.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Well, welcome back, and tell us a little bit about your music for people who didn't see you the first time.
I would say it started out very, very like not sad, but a little bit sad. You know, like some feelings came out in the beginning, and then I started playing more, and it kind of turned into a deal. So I just like all I do. So like when I'm done with a song, I'm done. It's over, and I'm on to the next one. So I've never. No, it's not really because you never master like the one song. It's like, ah, shit. I think I played that. You know.
Do
But
you perform?
but
Do you perform them, or you just throw them out after?
yeah, a lot. I've been going out a lot.
That's great.
So so what's so cool about playing your own songs? Nobody knows what the fuck you're playing. So you can always screw your
Right.
you can screw your lyrics up.
Right. Well, yeah,
Sorry
they
about
don't know
the
if
F
you
word.
messed up.
Should I not say
No, that's good advice for people, right?
that?
I guess it makes them look
Yeah, you can. I mean, just keep going. Who gives a shit, you know? Well, I
exactly.
tell everybody. So I've been playing out with some people. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. I said, you know what? In 60 years, nobody's gonna know this. It's all gonna be.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna know you were standing up here on stage, unless your video goes viral for decades.
Hey, you never know though, right? These days. So, what would you say got
No
you into music?
depression.
That's valid. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's like so I'm coping 24/7.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's great. And I guess like well, with
That's
everybody else, the pandemic's kind of hindered their music playing out. So, have you been doing anything different since the pandemic with your music?
no. I still work a job, but so I figured out a trick. Um, when you write your own original music, it's kind of hard to get gigs. So what I
Mm.
do is I hire somebody that plays covers, and then I go on after and play my own originals. So I
That's
don't
a
have
good
to learn
deal.
anybody else's crap. Yeah.
So you come as like a
Not crap, but you know, I got some songs that really hit my heart that
yeah,
I've learned,
cool. And I see you've got
but
a nice
yeah.
guitar there. Do you play electric too, or you're just mostly acoustic? Or
Just acoustic, just some old sad old country. I don't even know if I'm country, but
well, I heard you
we got a
before.
thousand. We got 1,000 people here in town and a Dollar General. So.
I'd say that's pretty country. Nice, and I like
Yeah,
your logo in the background is great. Is there something behind it?
yeah, you can actually scan it. I'm not sure if anybody can you see the whole thing.
I believe so. Yeah.
So if you stick your phone up to it, it would scan it, and then it would go to like my Spotify, my YouTube, and all that other stuff. So I started bringing that out to the show. So the snake behind the skull is like the snake one. So
That's really
so
awesome.
I couldn't let go of the I couldn't let go of the logo.
That's
How's
really
the
cool.
sound?
I'm sorry.
How's the sound?
Sounds good. You have everything set up. You're gonna perform live
What's
for us,
going
right?
on? Yeah.
Is there anything you want to tell us about what you're gonna play?
Yeah, so this song that I'm getting ready to screw up, I wrote and I sent out to some people, and one of the one of the people I sent it out to is like, I have no idea what the hell, I have no idea where this song is even going.
Mm,
So I said, well, I guess if it doesn't mean anything to you, it means something to me. So
right.
I sing it anyways. So I'm a little stuffed up, so give me a break.
All right. Well, I think it's gonna be great if it's what I heard before. They're in for a treat.
Yeah, this song's called "Working Like a Dog." Over there. Where'd you go? I was gonna sing it to you. This house is lonely and cold as hell. The wind blows through every window we used to warm. It's vined up and cobwebbed as well. Oh, what the hell? Working like a dog for my room and board. Yeah, sometimes I get a little bit bored. Blowing up your phone, baby. Please condone, maybe everything I ever did wrong. Jesus said he forgive me for everything. I ever put in a song. But if the good book is wrong, well, I'll be long gone. I swear to God, I ain't never grew up on no silver spoon. Scrounging through mama's change for a smoke or two. Maybe have enough left for a little boo. Well, I've been running up on Monday. It's nice to meet you. Working like it's all on my room and board. Yeah, sometimes I get a little bit bored. Blowing up your phone, baby. Please condone, baby. Everything I ever did wrong. Jesus said he forgive me for everything that I ever put in a song. But if the good book is wrong, well, I'll be long gone. Yeah. Well, I do what I want to, and I don't do what I want. Romance 7-15. Yeah, man, I think that's the one. Well, I done got down and took me on a run. Word? What you talking about? Well, I've been one day this week. Lost my license, so to speak. Working like a dog for my room and board. Yeah, sometimes I get a little bit bored. Blowing up your phone, baby. Please condone, baby. Everything I ever did wrong. Jesus said he forgive me for everything that I ever put in a song. But if the good book is wrong, well, I'll be long gone.
Woo!
I
Yeah.
didn't hear a word he said.
Great.
Yo, nice job, bro. That was great, man. You got a great, real original voice.
Mhm.
I
Yeah, that was
love it.
fantastic. Thank you for that.
Something happened. You're like slow mo.
Oh, wow. That's
Can you
me
guys hear
normally.
me?
Yeah,
Mhm.
you sound great.
Dude, you sounded amazing.
Dang, I wish I could. I
Oh.
don't know what happened.
You know what? Let me pop you in and out real quick and see if that helps. Let's just see. Sometimes that helps. Hey, can you hear it better now? Oh, no.
Yeah, you guys
Oh.
are. It's like lions talking to me. I can't understand.
Oh no.
Oh wait, are you there?
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
Oh,
Can
no.
you guys hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear
Okay.
you.
Say something.
Hey, so like by the fingers, like how many minutes do I have left? 2? I'm gonna sing this song. It's
Okay.
gonna be really quick.
All right.
Is that all right? I
Mhm.
can't hear what you guys are saying. So there's a song out there called "Mama Tried," and this is not that song, but it's very close. Mama said, son, you're a loaded gun. Well, people think you're fun, little dangerous out to run. But if you cross that line, please wait on the sun and stay away from the shine. Oh no, fuck that. Another one goes down the hatch. Pull me out another drink. Make it stop, don't wanna think. Mama says, son, you can start some hurricanes. Can't you feel the winds? Can't you see the rains? Well, I pray to God you pull back on your reins. If you cross that line, please wait on the sun. Stay away from the shine. Oh no, fuck that. Another one goes down the hatch. Pour me out another drink. Make it stop, don't wanna think. Get me out of myself. Get me out of myself. Cut it short. Mama said, son, you're a loaded gun. Well, people think you're fun, little dangerous out to run. But if you cross that line, please wait on the sun and stay away from the shine.
Yeah, all right, Mike. That was great.
Still like a lion.
You can hear me now or no?
It's all slow-mo.
Oh, all right. Well, listen. Thank you so much for coming on.
Well,
the
I'm gonna
show.
say I love you guys. I love what you're doing. You can still hear me. So, Jimmy, wow, on your guitar. I've watched some
Oh, thank
videos.
you.
It's beautiful.
Thank
Uh,
you.
and thanks
Thank
for
you.
having me.
Of course.
Hopefully,
Of
I can
course.
chat a little bit with you guys later.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Should have.
Oh, shoot. I feel bad cutting him off. But listen, thank you so much for coming on, Mike. Everyone go check out Mike MC. I got his links up right below. Go follow him. And as I apologize, a great singer like that deserves better audio. Sometimes it's the connection. We are over the internet. It is live. But anyone, go follow his link so you could hear that music in a little clearer form. You're not going to be let down. All right, Remy, we're coming back to you. Nick, don't think we forgot about you. But next, we're going to Popco's Corner. Let's get Popco on the show. What's up, man?
Yo, you have like a cane where you just like pull people off the stage.
I'm doing all these things.
Strict schedule. I like it.
I know. It's
Stick to the
tough. It's
times.
not easy. But oh my God. Well, listen, we got a killer artist for you right now. His name's Andrew Moses. He's going to be performing as well, and you're not going to be let down. He's got a killer song himself. So I'm going to get out of here. Love you. We'll be back at the end, brother. Hope you're doing well.
Sweet.
Hello.
What's up, Andrew Moses?
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, thanks. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, brother. I really love doing this show, and not because, not only because Jimmy and Nick are great guys, and the rest of the content creators as part of the show are great, but I always get to find new musicians, and you are one of them. I probably would not have found you had I not been doing the show. So welcome to the show.
Thank
Glad
you.
to meet you. Glad to talk to you.
Glad to meet you too.
Yeah. So talk a little bit about who you are, what you do, your music, your vibe, all that kind of stuff.
Well, I'm located in the Poconos. I live in Tannersville, Northeast PA. So I've been doing this, I guess, since like '05. And I do a lot of the local wineries and breweries and resorts and that sort of thing. I do a lot of cover tunes, sneak originals in there a bit. Um, I studied classical music in college. I graduated college in '03, so that was quite some time ago. But I studied classical guitar and piano. And but basically, what I do now is a lot of cover tunes. I dig the Dave Matthews a lot. I do a lot of Pink Floyd. I do Beatles and Neil Young. I like classic rock, 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Once you get past 2000s, though, it's kind of like, I don't do a lot of covers past the year 2000. But yeah, so I play a lot of the local places. I do Skytop Lodge a lot. Sorrenti's, the winery. Sorrenti's Family Estate. I play over Tolino's, both locations. Tolino's, Mountain View Vineyards. They also have 2 locations, so I do a lot with them. I run an open mic in Stroudsburg on Main Street at the Renegade Winery. I also do solo work with them too. The open mic is on Thursday nights, and that is from 7 to 10 p.m. All are welcome. Of course, I usually open it up. I play a little bit, and you know, a lot of the locals come in, and I have some regulars that come in and play. Some people that you've had on the show before. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm a full-time musician and chasing the dream still. I'm 42 years old, and COVID really put a damper on things here, but we're trying to work through it the best we can, I guess, right?
Yeah, I was going to ask you. I mean, you sound very, very busy, and I'm sad that I had not heard of you earlier because a little bit of background on me is I used to host a radio show for a little over 3 years, focusing on music from northeastern Pennsylvania. So
Nice.
yeah, it came to an end about a year ago. Unfortunately, the station flipped formats and there wasn't a space for me any longer. But yeah, I'm glad to at least meet you today. I saw you had a show yesterday, I believe. It got canceled at that Mountain View, right? Mountain View?
Yeah, we had a little bit of ice.
A little bit.
Little
Yeah, I
bit.
got home. I got home tonight from work, and I was chopping the driveway with a nice pick. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's still pretty bad. It's still pretty bad. My driveway is the same.
It's not going anywhere either because it's going to be cold tomorrow and cold the rest of the week, I think.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
So you're a full-time musician. I mean, COVID probably had to have you shit in your pants as a full-time musician. You know, for lack of a better word. I mean, how did you manage to get through that? Did you do some live shows? Did you do some things like that?
Well, you know, when everybody was shut down, I didn't do anything, but there's a group on Facebook. It's called Socially Distant Fest. And once I got going again and doing the gigs, I started to go live in that group. And I continued on with that for about a year. But then like in August, I got a bit of an ear infection and it was messing me up. So I kind of stopped going live. I haven't really gone live since then. I got to get back into that, doing the live on the Facebook. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was the strangest thing, really. I don't even know what to say about it. The whole COVID mess. Like, I feel like it's still really challenging. It's gotten better, but my book certainly isn't what it was before this started, and it's not over, of course. But I'm just trying to, wade through it, I guess, and hopefully we come out on top. But yeah, certainly, there are days that it's like, man, I'm in the wrong business, because you can't work from home
Right.
doing this.
Yeah, you got to be out and about, right?
You do, yeah.
Your voice is very unique, and I'm having a hard time kind of comparing it to somebody, of a national, recognition. But you said you started in '05, like
Well, playing out. I mean,
out.
I started playing guitar when I was 13, and I'm 42.
Sure.
So I've been at it a long time, and I went to college for music. But
And where did you go?
Westchester University.
Very cool.
Yeah, and actually, funny story. When I was in school, I was playing a lot of piano and a lot of classical guitar, of course, because my major was music, and I was writing. I was doing some writing for classical guitar solo pieces. And I actually, after I got out of school, like these pieces that I was writing while I was in school, I submitted them to Mel Bay Publishing, and I actually got them published in a book. It's a compilation, and I have it right here. I could show you. I never showed the guys this before. It's called the Master Anthology of New Classic Guitar Solos, and there's a lot of other composers in there. There's Muriel Anderson, Sergio Assad, Leona Boyd, the Assad brothers, both Jorge Morel, Andrew York is in there. So it's a big compilation. Here's me with my bio in there, and it's got my 6 nocturnes that I wrote for classical guitar. So that was like my first big accomplishment when I got out of school. This was published finally in 06, which is quite a long time ago. But since then, I've done a lot of different styles of music. I've recorded music for classical piano, like classical guitar, but then a lot of stuff with vocals and like strumming, like singer-songwriter stuff. I've done some like acid rock type projects of just instrumental music, probably 12 or 13 albums out there on Spotify and iTunes and all of that, very accessible. You can find it for free on YouTube. If you just do Andrew Moses Topic, they store it for me there. Then I have a YouTube channel of my own too, that I have some of the live performances up and some other videos and stuff. But yeah, just been plugging away at it for years, decades, it seems.
Yeah, it doesn't happen overnight, right?
No, it really doesn't. It's the labor of love, I guess. It just goes on. And musicians, we don't retire, right? We just
Right.
do it till we drop dead on the stage, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mentioned this unique voice that you have, so I think you're going to perform a song tonight, right?
Yeah, sure. I could do a few for you. Jimmy wanted me to play this Dave tune. It's kind of an obscure Dave Matthews song. It's called Blue Water. I've also seen it as a Blue Water Baboon Farm. So it's kind of a strange piece, pretty simple, but typical Dave sound, I think.
Sweet.
So yeah, I'm gonna just switch off this compressor here before I go. Give you a better sound quality. Okay. This is Blue Water. Walking by the river, I reach my hands up to cut the sky, blend down arms and bitter blue turn to red, and the gashes grew out. The river tastes me, I am. There's so much more than I have ever been. Oh, oh, oh. Take this, my arms. Take this, my eyes. Take this, my mouth, and all it seemed to be completely true. Walking by, the river, I reach my hands up to cut the sky, blend arms from a bit of blue turn to red, and the gashes grew on. The river tastes me, I am. There's so much more than I have ever been. Oh, 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 wild thing. It's a short little piece by Dave Matthews. So we can do another if you like. I was thinking I'd play Learning to Fly, maybe Learning to Fly by Pink Floyd. distance, a ribbon of black, stretched to the point of no turning back. A flight fancy on a windswept field, standing alone, my senses reel. A fatal attraction, it's holding me fast. How can I escape this irresistible grasp? Can't keep my eyes from the circling skies. Tongue-tied and twisted as an earthbound misfit eye. Ice is forming on the tips of my wings. Unheeded warnings, I thought of everything. No navigator to find my way home. I'm laid and empty and turned to stone. The sole intention that's learning to fly, conditioned, grounded, but determined to try. Can't keep my eyes from the circling skies. Tongue-tied and twisted as an earthbound misfit eye. Above the planet, on a wing and a prayer, my grubby halo, the vapor trail in the empty air. Across the clouds, I see my shadow fly out of the corner of my watering eye. A dream unthreatened by the morning light could blow this soul right through the roof of the night. There's no sensation to compare with this suspended animation, a state of bliss. Can't keep my mind from the circling skies. Tongue-tied and twisted as an earthbound misfit eye. Of course, it's not the same without those guitar solos, you know. But a simple version, right?
Of course, yeah.
That
was great.
Thank you. Thanks. The
Did you
Daves.
say
I
you-
love the Daves. Gilmore for his guitar, and Matthews for his singing.
Well, it was funny. I said I had a hard time, like, kind of like comparing you to something, and DMB was on my list of like my one and only things I could kind of relate to. But I didn't want to like say that because some people love Dave and some people hate Dave. So I was like, I'm going to stay away from that comparison.
And
There's a
Andrew,
lot
if you
because I play a
could,
ton of it.
could you hit that echo cancellation real quick?
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
There we go. Is that better?
Cool. Yeah. Well,
I
it was a
remembered on the way in. I forgot on the way in.
It always happens. It's the mute button or it's the echo button, whatever. You know. These are the obstacles we face with the internet, right?
Yes, sir.
But thanks for playing that. That was great.
Sure, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it was nice to meet you and find out about your music and all that kind of great stuff.
Nice to meet you too.
Thanks.
Yeah, and I had to pop in real quick because I can't believe we didn't get to see that book first. You showed Johnny that awesome book that you're in. I didn't know about that. How cool is that?
Yeah, you know, I didn't think of it, and like I didn't even know I had a copy of it around. But yeah, I do.
It was conveniently right next to him for tonight's show.
Pretty cool. Yeah, I just thought of it before I came downstairs. Welcome to my basement.
I love it. And listen, we got to pull Remy on too real quick. Remy and I both didn't know that Dave Matthews songs were total losers.
Yeah.
But Remy's husband knew it, and you two are both better fans than us.
Seriously.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's a good
It
one.
was. That was great.
Short
That
but
was really
sweet. You know, when I have my whole rig set up, though, I like to, you know, it's such a simple chord progression that it's a great one to jam on, you know. So I'll lay down the loop and I'll just, you know, play some leads for a bit to stretch that out. You know?
Nice.
Yeah, and I love that you love Dave and Dave. You're like definitely we grew up in the same era and time
Absolutely,
period,
yeah,
and
absolutely.
that was I never got to see Floyd live though, but you said you got to see Dave a couple of times, which is exciting.
Yeah, I saw Dave twice. I went to see Roger Waters when I went for my 18th birthday, but
Wow.
they started playing the first song. It was Another Brick in the Wall, and the rain started to come down and the lightning, so they got off the stage. And I was standing there in a little tank top, and it's freezing cold. We stood there for an hour and a half, my brother and I, and that far in, we just decided, you know what, they're not going to come on. This is a mess. Let's go. And don't you know, right after we left, they played.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
sucks.
oh, that figures.
Yeah,
Well,
such is
ah,
life.
and then any other great concerts that you were at, or
I saw Santana a couple times. I think Jeff Beck was there too. Jeff Beck opened for him. I went to the Great Went, which was the very first 3-day camping event for that Fish has those shows, and I'll tell you what, I'll never do that again. I like a clean bathroom and a bed to sleep in, especially at this age, man. I was 18 and I still just I did not like it. I mean, in theory, it sounds great. Like, yeah, 3 days, we're going to party. We're going to have a blast. And, by the second day and you haven't had a shower and
nobody else had a shower.
yeah, nobody's had a shower. And there was rain and mud, and it was like they weren't expecting that many people, I think. And it was at the time they were calling it the biggest city in Maine. It was a mess. It was a complete mess.
I love it.
So that was probably my least favorite concert experience.
Well, I can't believe it's been way too long since we had you on last, but I'm glad to hear things have picked up a little bit since the last time we talked. I know it's not like how it should be, but I'm glad you're still rocking, and we're in the same boat, man. I know it's hard to get it going all the way, but everyone should go check you out. So thank you so much for coming on. It was a pleasure as always.
Always a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Oh, definitely. And then we'll be in touch.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. All right. Well, we'll catch you later.
Okay. See you guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care.
All right. And real quick, we got to talk about this gentleman right over there, Johnny Popko. Wow. What a legend. Johnny, let's talk about your podcast real quick. Where can everyone go find it?
The Popko Project everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I'm on TikTok now. I posted some cat videos. Has no relation to what I do for my podcast, but I was like, let's just post some weird videos.
Hey,
I have the lead singer of Tantric Wednesday, coming out Wednesday.
Nice.
That was a trip. It was interesting, to say the least.
He's great.
Yeah,
we had them on. He was on, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they're wild.
Yeah, I don't know. I should have prepared myself better. I like to go into those kind of unknown just because I feel like it's more genuine. I try to do a little bit of research, but I didn't do enough for that one.
Well,
it's hard to rein him in and keep him focused.
Yeah, we learned that too, but it was so much fun. But well, we're looking forward to seeing that. Everyone, I put it up before, but go follow the Popko Project, and we'll see you. We're going to be here next Monday, but we'll talk to you. I know you might not be, but Nick will hit you up, and we also are doing a special live one, but Nick will get in touch with you. But let me run on you. I'm sorry.
All right, we'll see you guys.
Bye, Johnny.
All right, see you, Johnny. All right, and now we got to go to I'm in big trouble. We got Alyssa's in the house. What's up? Oh, my God. Okay, I'm running here, and I'm letting the three of you talk. Just kidding. No, talk crap about me. No, I don't think so. No, Alyssa's got an awesome review for us, so we'll be right back on the other side with Cyrus. Oh, no, we can't hear you. You know what? Click out and come right back. Oh, shoot. You know what, too? I meant to wish Alyssa a happy new year. Rem.
I know, really. Today is just something else.
Oh, my God. I feel so bad. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong today. All right, let's see. Welcome back to the show, Alyssa. Oh, no. You look fabulous, though.
She
But we
does.
just can't hear you. And
She
you
has
know
a
what?
Disney glow.
I think with me, people wish they couldn't hear me or see me. So this is just going haywire today. Okay. Well, you know what? I see some beautiful faces backstage. I see Popco hanging backstage. I see Cyrus hanging back there. And then, of course, leering in the distance with an axe in hand and fish in mouth is the crazy Nick the Viking.
Dun 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 dun.
What's up?
Yeah. Well, now's a great time to remind people that we're going to be doing a live version of this show 2-5. So you want to be part of it. If you can attend virtually, if you're in the Strasbourg area, we would love for you to be a live member of the very first Stereo Joe live audience.
In person. You can touch Nick's hair.
Yeah.
I swear, live. You could. What's up, Alyssa?
Can we hear me now?
Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
All
Sound
right,
nice.
I had to switch over to my phone. Sorry about that.
No problem. That happens. All right, we'll be back. Check it out.
All right, let's try this again. Hi, everyone. My name is Alyssa Natia. This is another segment of Music Reviews with me. I have a very exciting one for you guys today. One of my favorite things I like to do is support local bands, and this one is a local band for Jimmy and I. They come from Freehold, New Jersey, actually. They're called the Break Plans. So now that, live music is finally kind of starting to come back now, it's perfect time to show some love to your local bands and artists. So I'm going to be reviewing the Break Plans and their new single, Sad Sometimes. They are a 3-piece pop rock band, as I said, based out of Freehold, New Jersey. The band got its start in the summer of 2019, so they're fairly new. They consist of members Colton Braun, Mikey Strauss, and Dan Carr. Much of their musical inspiration comes from artists their parents played while they grew up. From the likes of the Beach Boys to the Beatles, Michael Jackson, other classics from the 60s and 80s. If you mix those artists with more modern artists like U2, The Killers, and Coldplay, you kind of have their sound. With an upbeat, positive, happy, and catchy sound, the Break Plans music is sure to have you moving along to the beat. Their newest single, Sad Sometimes, continues this sound. It dives deeper into its meaning. It's kind of like an in your feels song. It's reflecting on the roller coaster of life and how time moves by in the blink of an eye. What I love about this song is that it assures you that it's okay to be sad sometimes, that you're not alone. It's a very relatable topic. I'm sure all of us have felt sad at some point in our life. Mainly, the song is about the lead vocalist, Colton Braun, who he recently had a milestone birthday that he wasn't really feeling. Once you get older, you're kind of like, ugh. Um, Guitarist and backup vocalist Mikey Strauss, when I spoke to him, he described the song as a sad boy birthday song to himself, Colton, about his current headspace and feelings. These are 2 quotes that I'm going to read from the band themselves. We definitely want people to know that it's 1,000,000% okay to be sad sometimes. Being sad's a part of life, and no matter what position or part of life we're all in, sadness is normal. There are always going to be ups and downs in life, and with the good comes the bad. We really do hope that everyone can find their inner happiness when they need it, but if they can't, we'll always be there for them. Our last line in the song really says it best. We'll get through this together, you and I. So this was a little of a shorter review for me, so this is the end of my segment for this week.
All right. As always, Alyssa doing an awesome job. We love having you every week, always bringing us lots of music. So thank you so much. I didn't get to ask you, how's your new year going?
Oh, it's been going great. I've been on that brand new job hunt. I just recently graduated college, so very exciting. I'm finally free. Yay.
That's awesome. I know. It was so great. I met you when you were there at Brave New Radio, and what an awesome place. And that was an awesome time, right?
Yes, I'm so sad that it's just over. I mean, I'm definitely going to miss being on the Brave New Radio team. They've gotten pretty solid now, so.
I know they just keep getting bigger and bigger, and a lot in part due to you and all the effort you did there. So they better thank you. No, but really, and I thank you so much for coming on, and hopefully getting you a little bit more screen time in the near future. So we'll talk soon. But I love that, and thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me again.
Oh, my pleasure. See you later. Bye. All right. Now we got Nick. Nick the Viking. Nick, I'm letting you take over, and I'm coming back. See you later.
Ladies
Hasta
and
la
gen-
vista.
We will see you in a little bit, Jimmy.
Have a good one.
We're heading back to PA for a good friend of ours, Cyrus, from the band Cyrus.
What's going on, Nick?
It's great to see you again, man. How are you?
Good to see you too. I'm doing well. I was gonna come on and I was gonna do what Jimmy just did, but it sounds like you guys are going through enough.
Oh, it would have been amazing. I would have freaked out probably in the beginning, and then after we realized that it was a joke, I probably would have had a good laugh about it.
Yeah.
But it's really good to see you again. It's been a little bit since you've been on. I know you've been working on some new stuff, but before we do dive into that, for those fans that are new to you for the first time, do you want to tell us a little bit about you, about your band, also named Cyrus, and what you would kind of compare your sound to a little bit?
Yeah. So kind of was in bands throughout my entire life with a bunch of different friends and stuff. And, everybody kind of grows up at some point and we all kind of went our separate ways and just happened to meet a producer when I was working at Spencer's a long time ago, putting wallets on the shelves.
Nice.
I was wearing an Avenged Sevenfold t-shirt and it just sparked conversation. And me and my buddy Gino, I mean, we've been friends forever and got into the music together. And when I was like, hey, I met a producer, he's like, okay, well, let's see what we can do. And he's been in the Army. He was overseas for about 6 years or so. So it was a little difficult. So we kind of take a different approach than other bands. We don't really play out live too much, but when we do, it's a treat because it's not like we do it all the time.
Yeah.
We're just kind of having fun. It's a hobby. We're all very busy in our personal lives, but pretty much we like to get in the studio, make music. We got plans for a lot more music to come, and that's kind of what we do. Comparable to some of the people that we grew up listening to. I know Black Veil Brides for Gina. It was a big influence for him. Slipknot, Avenged Sevenfold for me. A lot of like the classic metal, new metal, and hard rock bands. We all kind of listened to growing up.
Yeah, that's awesome and really great influences. And it wasn't until recently, just going to see Black Veil Brides play with In This Moment, that I realized how great they are and how amazing they actually are live too. So I see a lot of influence in that, especially in the new song Eternity, which I do hear some serious Avenged Sevenfold vibes and even a little bit of Bullet for My Valentine, if you're a little bit familiar with them.
So my girlfriend Amanda, she always says like, you guys kind of sound like Bullet for My Valentine, which I love Bullet. So
Nice.
that's a compliment. I didn't hear it at first, but I kind of do now. Their new album's great, by the way. I don't know if you checked that out yet, but
Ooh, I'll have to get on that after the show. But going back to you guys, with all the new music you have, I notice you also do have a lyric video for Eternity, but also for a few other songs that you have up on YouTube. With the lyric videos that you do, how do you determine which songs you'll put a video out, what style you go with, and how does it all come about?
So I kind of just started doing it on my own. When it came to the whole, like, trying to figure it out, even naming the project, right? Because we're a band, we're a project, whatever you want to call it. Since, we have me, Dylan, Gino, and AJ, and that's kind of it right now. We have a couple other people come and go here and there.
Okay.
But when I first started, it was more, about, well, let's just see what happens. Because I think this was 2016, so I was like 22 at the time. And, it costs money to produce a song and make a song. So I was like, well, if I'd either do it now or I never do it. And it just happened to take off from there. So it was kind of just all learning. I have MacBook and iMovie. Okay, so I want to get this song on YouTube. What do? I do it cheesy ass lyric video. That's all right. You go back and you watch the old ones, you're gonna be like, man, it makes me cringe looking at it.
No, but
as
that's great.
to go along, I started like looking at like moving backgrounds and themes that I could add in, and I tried Adobe what's that Adobe program? I forget
Premiere?
what is it?
Is it Premiere?
I think so. I tried to look at that. My mind couldn't comprehend it. So I stick with my movie.
Nice.
And then I had a friend of ours that we happened to meet over Facebook do the Perpetual video, which came out, I mean, amazing. And then all the videos now, I had artwork done by Cameron Burns. He does, actually, his artwork was just featured on Ellen DeGeneres, which is crazy.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, look him up. Captive Art is the name of his brand. I could always send you the link later too, but he did the moving Welcome Back video, like through the album artwork, and
Nice.
he gave that to me, and then I can just, add the lyrics and stuff over that. So I try to switch it up every once in a while, throw a filter in there, or reverse something up, or just, stupid little things, because I'm not too savvy with that, but we've never actually done a music video yet. So that's kind of something that we're keeping in the back pocket right now. It's because it costs money, and if we're going to do it, we want to do it right.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think because we've been talking about it, everyone would love to see Eternity. Do you want to tell them a little bit about the song before we do jump to the video?
Yep. So this actually was derived from a song that our guitarist AJ Stack wrote. So I think back in 2018, he just started playing the riff in the basement, and we rolled with it. And I was like, I need the right words to that. And then we fit it into, the second album, and just kind of went from there. And then the way that, we work, we'll bring that into the studio, and then we work with Dylan, and we work with Gino, and then we get ideas going back and forth. And sometimes it's all of us, sometimes it's only a few. But this was a Dylan, AJ, and me song, and it just kind of worked out, and Dylan adds his own flair to it. And honestly, this is probably one of my favorite instrumentals so far that we've released. All my songs are my babies, and I love them all. But when I heard this one, it's got that Avenged Sevenfold influence in there, and almost a classical riff. Like, I always get Carmina Burana vibes from the riff that's played in there. So I don't know. It's a special song. And then everything, Gino and I said it when we first came on the show, that this album is going to be very personal. And these are some of the most personal lyrics that I've been writing. And even the next song that we have coming out on actually February 5th.
Nice.
is probably one of the most personal songs I've ever written. And it's a little weird. Usually, I like to use metaphors and kind of dance around the subjects. We're kind of being very direct in this one. So.
Oh, well, awesome. I can't wait to share it with everybody. And without further ado, let's go to Eternity.
All right.
There's nothing left for us
goes away, never goes away. Always in my head. I never change again. Always in my head. Always in my head. She's inside of me for eternity. Always in my head. It's a part of me. Eternity. Always in my never stops, never sleeps, never goes away. In your head, in your head, in your head, in your head. Never stops, never sleeps, never goes away. In your head, in your head, in your head.
Gotta keep it creepy.
Never stops, never sleeps, never goes away.
Yeah,
Oh.
that was awesome.
Thank you.
That
thank you.
chorus is so catchy. I love it, bro.
That was one of those things where, like, when I was writing it, it just kind of stuck out in the song, and I was like, the verse needs to like transition into the chorus, and it needs to be like this thing. And I think that's, I don't know, that's one of my favorite parts because I think it is like kind of catchy that way.
Absolutely. Yeah, you had that part, and it was like the screams came in, and it was then all of a sudden I'm back in the chorus. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah. It was a great way to end it. I loved it, but great job, man.
I find that my musical tastes are kind of getting heavier and heavier, and that's sort of starting to come out in the stuff that I'm writing too. I guess I just still have a lot of like angry stuff to shout about.
Well, you got a great voice too. I
Thank you.
really love it. So and of course, we've gotten to know each other better since the start of the show, and you're just a great person too. So you got a great
Thanks, man.
band going on, or project, whatever you want to call it. It's a band in my world, but yeah, man, really love what you're doing. So, all right, let's bring on Remy real quick before see what she thinks. What's up, Rem?
Hey, sorry. That was great. I really actually enjoyed that very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
For eternity, though. No, that's the name of the song. For eternity. Oh wait, Dan said great song, very Black Veil Bride. I don't know what B4MV. I think that's his license plate.
Pull it for my Valentine.
I'm joking.
That was
I'm
good.
joking. No, that's one of Dan's favorite bands too. So when you said that before, I was like, "Ooh, Dan would love this." And you know Dan, of course.
Oh yeah.
So Dan's a drummer in this band called Dead Tide. They're pretty cool. But all right, so we're just about at the end. But real quick, I'm gonna let Nick and Remy wrap this up.
I definitely also heard a little bit of Slipknot vibes within that as well, right at the breakdown. So shout out to all those influences. Do you have anything you want to shout out before we let you run?
I just got a shout out to the boys right now. Dylan, AJ, Gino. If it weren't for you guys, none of this would be happening. So it's a dream come true being able to work with you guys and put music out like this. So I appreciate it, and I can't wait to keep making more music.
Awesome.
I lied. I'm taking over. I'm saying it. Goodbye. Thanks so much for coming on the show, bro. Great to talk to you
Thanks a
again.
lot,
It's always
man.
sorry we didn't talk more, but we'll get you on the next one, and I'll see you coming up real soon.
Sounds good. See you then.
All right, later, brother. Guys, that was Cyrus from the band Cyrus. Go follow them right now. All right, let's get Remy back on. Rem, we got another guest coming on. Are you excited or what?
Very. How about you?
I know. I'm very excited. I know you've been excited about this interview. So we got a really cool person, Sage Cornelius, coming on. Plays a killer violin. That's all I know. Will like blow you away. Better than freaking so many shredders I've ever seen on guitar. I'm like, how do you do that on the violin? So, and Sage also plays a whole bunch of other instruments and sings and does it all while dancing upside down. Just kidding. No, but let's find out more about Sage. So let's welcome Sage onto the show. I'm so excited. Hey, Sage, what's going on?
How's it going, guys? How you been?
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty
Doing
good.
great.
Awesome. Thank you for having me on the show.
Absolutely. From talking to you before, I could tell we were going to have a great show tonight. So thanks so much for coming on. how have you been making out these past 2 years as a musician? That's why we started the show. We know it's been a little bit tricky for everybody.
Right.
What have you been up to?
Just investing everything into virtual, learning how to stream. And I'm no like IT technician, but like I think everyone has gone through aches and pains of learning how to bring their platform into a virtual live setting. You know, there's so many different things that can go wrong. I'm sure you guys have had all of your troubleshooting and everything to get this up and running. So it's been good. The last year, I jumped on tour with this guy named Sean James, and he's done some music with if you guys are familiar with PlayStation's Sony PlayStation's release, The Last of Us. The Last of Us 2, Sean composed the song that the main character Ellie is playing. And so he, from that release, it's just like his success is going through the roof. And so it was really cool to kind of tour and be a part of that. We actually went to Scotland, Ireland, and the UK 2 months ago, which was awesome. We went there for 3 weeks. And it was just awesome. Managed to get there, did the whole tour, come back, and then no one got sick, which was awesome. So everything's been going good though.
You are officially my hero right now. You're touring over in Europe, getting out there with major artists. That is awesome. How did you even hook it up with Sean James?
Yeah,
I sent him. He heard me busking one time, and then I sent a video, like a submission to him, and just been like, hey, I heard you don't have a fiddle player, this is what I do. And so he like, I had a an audition on stage, 3 songs, and it was like basically no rehearsal. I jumped up on stage with him and did everything, and after that he was just like, all right, like let's play a couple more, and we ended up playing like several, which is awesome. And it was like no rehearsal. Once again, I just waited for him to give me the nod, and then I let in and start shredding it up, and he starts singing, and I'd back off. And then from there, that was about 4 years ago, and we started touring together around that time. And I took about a 2-year hiatus, went to like work on my own stuff. Now I'm like doing Sean James, as well as about to release a solo album of myself, so I'm excited.
Ooh, okay. I'm sorry to talk so much, but this solo album, let's talk about it. I'm sure you're playing multiple instruments on there.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, you go.
So basically, for everyone that is watching, I am a solo violinist. I grew up playing bluegrass as well as Gaelic fiddle, American style bluegrass, I guess, and heavy metal and punk rock. So growing up, it was like all listening to like Charlie Daniels, The Devil Went Down to Georgia, got me into violin, and then I slowly progressed into incorporating metal styles into my music. Now, my solo album is going to be, some songs will be metal, but I want it to be like an overall reflection of like stuff I'm into. We're talking like cinematic stuff that's like stuff you'd hear in like a Skyrim, Lord of the Rings soundtrack, which is like big tribal battle music, to like EDM, hip hop. There's some metal in there, and then there's like maybe even like songs that you would hear like behind like a Mortal Kombat soundtrack. So, and it's all original, so it'll be like all different kinds of stuff. I'm calling it the Chaos CD because it really doesn't, each track kind of does its own thing. It doesn't like follow a concept. It's literally like just different genre every track. So I'm excited to release it, man. It'll be cool. I've been working on it for a while.
That sounds really exciting, and I can't wait to hear it. And with that said, I was gonna say, what was like the craziest instrument you've played on it so far, or one that you weren't expecting, but as like the song progressed, you were just like, you know what this could use?
I would say even like my own singing on certain parts, where like you can like, so like I'll sing like a long note and do like a harmony, add some reverb, and then pan it. You know, and then it uplifts it. It creates atmosphere. And there's certain parts where the songs I was like listening to, I'm like, this is cool, but it needs that atmosphere to glue everything together. And then I sang on it, and then I just did just like background vocals, and it just glued it all together. So that's throw you guys a bone there. If you guys, any songwriters out there, you're looking to fill some space, vocals, a little harmonized vocal lead on the top, get the job done.
Yeah, exactly. And that is so cool. And you know, I was you brought it up that you started to get into metal, and what was really like the thing that where you like first got your idea and you're like, you know what? This is the avenue I should take the violin. And then that first thing where you did it or performed it live and you were like, wow, that went off really big.
Yeah, okay, so I guess I was in high school and I was learning how to play classical style violin, which, as a disclaimer, I am not in this to be a classical violinist. I wanted to be a fiddle player. I wanted to have play country music, honky tonk, bluegrass, all that good stuff, right? And so I remember I was like in the orchestra and we had our little penguin suit on. We're playing for mom and dad in the cafeteria, and it was like probably my third year in, and that's when I was surfing. I was like in the zone, not even thinking about anything, just reacting. And then I came out of it and it was just like, whoa, okay, this is what I want to do. And then I saw Bullet for My Valentine, which the homie beforehand, someone said BFMV. And you were like, is that my license plate number? Like, whatever. I love that band. And shout out to that other dude. I was checking out his song previous to me, and I like metal too. I really like metal, like hardcore, kind of like more abrasive styles of music. But then I saw Boy for My Valentine and Avenged Sevenfold, and then I was 17 and I saw Flogging Molly, which is a Irish punk band. And after that, it was like, dude, this is what I want to do. This is. I've always thought I was gonna end up in like a business field, but music is business, especially moving forward. So
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to eat and you want to survive, you got to really start to look at it like that. Well, we got to bring in our resident metal guy. I got another co-host here, Nick, and he knows more about that stuff than me. I'm like a Dave Matthews, John Mayer, Eric Clapton type of guy. So I got to bring in Nick the Viking. To prove it.
I'm back here loving it. You're talking about Avenged Sevenfold, Flogging Molly, Bullet for My Valentine. I'm like, no wonder why this dude is awesome.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. That's like back in the Dizzy. You know what I mean? I'm sure like we've evolved to other styles now.
Oh yeah.
Like, when I first heard the riff, which I think it was like 6 by All That Remains, and that was but before that though, Jimmy, the song that made me pick up guitar was Ain't Talking About Love by Van Halen. Greatest riff ever, the intro riff.
Yeah.
That's like one of my favorite riffs of all time.
And then the squeal. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you already know, man. You already know.
So good. I know. Eddie's like, I wish I could have seen him play live. I never got a chance.
Damn, I saw him play in Kansas City like probably 10 years ago, and that was amazing. That was I think with David Lee Roth, and that was awesome. So
that's so cool. Oh yeah. So you just love music in general, and at some point you said this is going to be my life.
No, yeah, absolutely, man. Music's medicine. Music in any regard, you look at ancient cultures and how they practice their spirituality. Like song and dance is nothing new to it's nothing new to humans, And yeah, I mean, I went to shows feeling broken sometimes, not knowing what to do. As much like other people, go in there, get some good energy, take that home with me, kick ass the next day. And that's all I hope to really serve humanity with this existence that I have. So. Because when you're a musician on the stage and you're the cool guy and you have so much vanity, you have the lights on you, you're the coolest guy in the room, But it's just like, beyond that, what are you doing? Are you playing for yourself? Are you playing for people that may need help? Are you trying to say something good? So that's like, as I get older, that's like my philosophy to get on stage gets refined, and I find that whenever I refine that and I carry that conduct on the stage. And I carry that energy. It's just like what gets put out is way more pure. People respond to it. People feel good afterwards, And that's my ultimate goal is to go out there and literally just be Jack Black. But like people see my show and they're just gonna be like, hell yeah, let's freaking go! Like let's kick ass at that meeting tomorrow. Let's go to work. I'm gonna eat breakfast and it's gonna taste awesome. You know what I mean? That's like all the brilliant, all the beautiful musicians that have done that for me. And that's all I want to do is just keep that cycle going.
And I think it's important. And honestly, Jack Black, it goes right in my head because I know exactly what you mean. He's so animated on stage. Mm-hmm. He like can make emotions within you. He's so entertaining. I would love to be the same way too. And he was just like, the music industry is going to take me no matter what. I'm going to show you one way or the other why I'm a genius. And he really did. He's awesome.
For sure. Absolutely. One of my bucket lists is to meet Jack Black at some point. and shake his hand. And one of these days, it will happen. It's going to happen. Internet.
Definitely.
Honestly, I could see you performing with him.
That'd be rad, dude. Oh my God, bury me after that.
I think it could really happen. You never know. And you like the reaction videos are so big. He might be like watching this one day saying, "Oh, I wish I was jamming with him." And then he's like, "Oh, okay, let's call up." You never know.
Never know, man. You never know. Tenacious D may need a fiddle player. And if they do, then I'm on that list, dude.
I could see it fitting in really well with them, actually.
That'd be awesome, dude. They need like a ripping Zach Wild like the fiddle player. Then they should hit me up. One of these days, maybe no. You know.
Speaking of collaborations and ripping on the fiddle, I noticed you did a video with Jared Dines where he was on the 8-string guitar and you were sharing on your violin a little bit. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that video and how you guys got about to collaborating?
So that was nuts. That was nuts. Having someone like Jared Dines hit you up in your personal DMs. And at first I thought it was a fake. I was just like, this is some weirdo that's like posing as Jared Dines and is probably gonna like try and get my credit card information or something. But like, it was him. It was Jared. And at the time, I had just gotten my 7-string fiddle. It's called a Viper. Look that up on Google. Anyone that's curious. And
Cool.
and as far as I know, I'm like you could probably count on one hand how many electric violinists that play 7 strings and that riff, not just solo, but like rhythmic, like riffs, like guitar riffs. There's not a lot of many people that do it. And so I released a video, and that's one of the videos that I sent you guys. It's like it just shows me chugging, and that went viral. And I didn't think it was anything special, honestly. I just thought it was just like, this is really simple. You know, it was cool to make, and I threw it out and it just took off. It like all of a sudden I was seeing it on like all these different little metal meme pages, and then I was seeing like celebrities like being tagged in it, like Tina Guo, who does like cello for Hans Zimmer. She like commented on it and she's like, "This is awesome, keep going." And I was like, Jesus. And Eddie Bravo like tagged Joe Rogan in it too. Wow. It was like, it was nuts. It was like, what the frick is happening right now? Like out of everything else I've thrown out, the moment that I start like playing breakdowns on my violin, like literally just everyone's just like, "Oh my God, that's amazing." And so Jared Dines reached out to me, and he hit me up and he said, "Hey man, let's do a collab. You know, we'll kind of do like a battle of sorts. And this is what I need from you. These are the drums. We'll write the riffs too." And then it happened. He dropped it like 2 months later. And it was funny because like all of my OG like metal guitar homies that I jam with, everyone was like losing their minds. They were just like, "Dude, like that's nuts. How did that happen?" It's like, I don't even know how that happened. It's just like, so I want to like encourage anybody out there. Like, I didn't use a fancy camera. I didn't use any crazy budget studio. Like literally, it was like my selfie camera, which I think films at 720 resolution, and like maybe a light in the background and a light on me, and that was it. And that was like one of like the biggest videos that like propelled me to like kind of be thrown out to the world, you know. So the world, it's crazy what happens when you just have your stuff out there, you know. It's like I heard this quote from, I think from the lead singer of Tool, Maynard Keenan, and he said that people will only buy what's on the shelves. You know what I mean? So if it's like you don't have your album out there, people aren't listening to your music, and then they can't, you know. That's why like I'm trying to get this new album out, you know. And that's another thing is like I struggle with, is my own perfectionism, is trying to get stuff out and keep content coming out into the interwebs. But yeah, the Jared Dines thing was dope. I hope to do another one with him hopefully soon. And I don't know. My next biggest band as far as metal stuff goes is to actually get like a band and start playing shows. So like I have a drummer, we're looking for a bass player, but the metal violin project is going to happen.
Remy actually is a great bass player.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Hey, I know a guy who plays guitar. No.
I'm just messing with you. That's exciting though.
Heck yeah.
Nick, I see a video queued up. What do we have ready to go?
I have a few different videos here. This one, you're holding a black violin. It might be the 7-string, and you're wearing a hoodie. It's about a minute long.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let it roll. It's either a solo or the Chug video. So both of which come from the same song. The song's called Entombed, and it is available to listen to on iTunes and Spotify and every other app. So yeah.
And 7 strings, that's just mind-blowing. All right, I'm going to take us all out, but our mics might be on, so let's go to the video. I'll be back.
Cool.
I might need to share it because I don't hear it coming through.
Oh, okay.
Because this is coming through off a download.
Okay, yeah. Maybe reload it and we'll try again.
Cool. Yeah.
But I was gonna say 7 string. I've never even heard of such a thing. They're normally 4 strings, right?
Yeah.
How is that tuned? What's the tuning on that?
So it's like I have it like on the top strings. The top 4 strings is like regular violin, and then on the bottom it's like drop A. So it's like thirds, from the A. So it's like I can play power chords on the bottom. And it's like the moment that I started playing a 7-string fretted violin, the internet, like there's people that loved it. And there's also like a bunch of haters too, that like classically trained violinists that felt like I was insulting like the violin world, or like I was like mocking it. And it's just like so funny that people think that, because it's just like I'm just doing me. Like I'm not trying to like make fun of anybody or anything. And some people I think found offense to it. They're like, that's not a real violin, so don't call it a violin. It's just like, oh my god, whatever, dude.
Yeah,
but
and that's
if you don't got haters, you're not doing it right. So,
absolutely.
I love my haters.
Yeah.
Thanks for making me so special. No, it's true though. For me, changes, deviations from the norm is what propels society. If everyone just played the same thing they always played, we'd never have progress. So I'm happy as hell you're playing this thing. Screw all those old fuddy-duddies. What do they know?
Yeah, what do they know?
Fuddy-duddies.
Who needs them?
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't need Nick, any luck with this video?
Yeah, I just need 30 seconds and we'll have it up.
Boom. All right.
Cool. In the video catch, so the one that's gonna play, this is the video that kind of like started a lot of opportunity for me. Outside of the Sean James thing, this is like my own thing, and so I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped to like for you guys to see it and check it out, and I'm like riffing on some different techniques. I'm like definitely picking from like violin world, especially like down-tuned metal, like guitar world, and throwing it into violin world where you're getting this more rhythmic and percussive, angry kind of feel. So
yeah, I wanna get back. I wanna talk to and ask you what guitarist kind of influenced your playing the most on violin. But we'll come back. Okay, I think it's ready.
Wait, what is this?
Nick, what is this?
Wait, hold on.
I was like, wow, Sage, this is a great introduction to your violin video.
What is that?
Sage, the video's not working. So that was the music video that I did.
That was
you.
Yeah,
okay.
that was a music video I did. Yeah, that was best as Jason Voorhees, and that was like my Jason Voorhees tribute.
I love it.
Okay, I thought it was something Nick had on his computer.
I think I got it. Sorry, because they're not labeled.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I thought there was gonna be some freaky stuff going on. I was like, we're getting Nick's special collection.
I can see with no context how weird that would be. Like,
that was great. That was great.
Nick's a necromancer. He's like, all right. Very cool. That was insane. Holy cow. If you're just joining in, we got Sage on right now. Monster violin player. playing with Sean James right now, tearing up YouTube, releasing a new album called Chaos coming out soon. What else do we have going on?
We're gonna be joining on mostly like U.S. and European tour for this year. It's gonna be a pretty tour intensive year, but it's really cool. So I'll go out with Sean and rock out and add to his sound, get paid, get some notoriety in the process. It's the best office I've had so far. And then I come home and I just reinvest what money that I make on tour into my own stuff. So yeah, that's what's basically like the goal for this year is just to hustle as much as we can. I don't know what's going to happen with the Omicron and the COVID stuff and everything. You know what I mean? We were able to get lucky and have our tour, like I said, a couple weeks ago. Hopefully that kind of like we're just as lucky. We can keep on staying on the road. But yeah, like I said, tour with Sean, get the metal band started, and just release the CD. That's mostly everything that's happening. So
yeah, that's awesome.
Thanks, brother.
No, go for it, Remy.
So I have to. I'm going to fangirl here for a second. Just bear with me here. So I found you and Sean James on YouTube with the Gaslight sessions.
Oh yeah.
That like got me through the pandemic. I'm not going to lie. It was like fantastic. Like I'm obsessed with that.
What song do you like?
A Number of the Beast is my fave. Because I love your violin on that.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, I think I sent it to Jimmy like 40 times. I was like, check these guys out. They're amazing.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, so like the first round of Gaslight sessions we did Who Did That to You, Son of the Wolf, Midnight Dove, and Through the Valley. I was touring with him for maybe like 2 weeks. And I wore that wolf shirt, and I remember walking in like to the studio, and Sean was like, "You were not wearing that." He was like, "You were not wearing that." And I was like, "Why not?" I bought it in a gas station in Missouri, and somewhere in the middle of nowhere. And like, I just thought that shirt was the coolest. I was like, "Yo, this is me." And so yeah, now you're gonna watch that video again. You'll know like Sean was just like, as soon as I walked in, like, and after like 15 minutes, he was like, "You could wear it. I don't care." And I was like, okay, I was about to anyway, so.
Well, there. Sorry.
Touring with Sean though is like taught me so much, like in terms of being a road dog, in terms of like having a full position in a touring band that's very active, and it reaffirms a lot of like, I spend a lot of time away from home. I don't see my mom, I don't see my lady, I don't see my dogs for like weeks at a time, and that's just like part of the gig, and when people talk about selling their souls to music, this is what that means. You know what I mean? Like I miss a lot of significant events within my family so I can do this, so that's why every time I step up on stage, and it's like I can't just half-ass this. I can't just like take this for granted, because like this is I've forsaken so many beautiful things in my life to do this, so I better embody Jack Black every single freaking night. I mean, like
you can see how the music like it just like flows right through you. It's like very interesting. Like it's like almost like it just takes you over when you play. It's really cool to watch. It's a great experience.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. People are probably just like, what drugs is he smoking? Like,
I did ask myself that question once or twice. But no, it's great. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And from talking to you, it's clear you're just a positive, upbeat, awesome, inspirational person. And with that said, have you ever given lessons? You seem like you'd be like the best teacher ever.
Yes, I actually I started out before I actually quit, and so like I used to at one point I had like 14 students, private lessons, and I'd teach anybody. I think my youngest student was 3 years old, and my oldest was 64, and so everyone was cool. Everyone has their own language and how to go about learning something, and it's all about like trying to find how to make the content or what you're trying to teach people relatable, and so that was interesting to learn how to teach, it's to come in there and once again embody that Jack Black, like if it was the little kids, then every like 7 to 10 minutes we'd get up and I'd be like, all right, let's shake out all the squigglies. Let's shake out the squigglies. And then like we sit back into our chair and then keep playing. And then with the older guys, they come in and, it was funny because like, you know, they've been through it all, you know, and they come in and they're cussing around. So it's just kind of funny. Like I got to like change formats with everybody, you know, it's like, but I can't mix it up with anybody else. I don't be cussing around my 3-year-old students. You know what I mean? Like, but to teaching definitely taught me how to be a better musician. And I've heard that like in some Kung Fu movie where it's like, in order to master your craft, you have to learn how to teach it. You know, and I think that was like pretty essential into learning. And also just kind of like the good teachers that I've had in my life just embodied good sentiments. They were good people. They cared about their students. They cared about their craft. It wasn't for the paycheck. It was for the intrinsic value of what they were doing. And that was, they were providing medicine. They were giving someone an ability to cope, if anything, at the root of what she was doing. My teacher, Diane Gillenwater. And so that's like what I tried to like, and also convey to my students too. I was just like, yo, like life's going to get hard. And we all have different ways of coping, whether that's, you know, cooking, whether that's going to exercising and going running, whether that's playing music, you know, and there's negative ways to deal with that too, which is like, you know, abusing alcohol and drugs, you know, and other things, you know. So it's like, I was really fortunate because there's even times like in my lessons where like little kids would school me on stuff where I'm just like, I thought I knew everything and come and they say something that like checks me that I needed to know, like, or I needed that to be said to me, you know. So yeah, it's really cool. It's also like, you know, just always having my ears open, and you never know where you're going to hear the next clue, you know, to make yourself a better person. It could from like the 64-year-old student, or it could come from like the 8-year-old kid, you know.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Hell yeah. So
yeah, and there's no doubt that you're very talented. Obviously, you've proven tonight that you are also very aware and wise beyond your years. But I think people also don't know how creative you can be outside of just playing the violin. I know you've done a few remixes of different songs as well, like Seven Nation Army and I Got Five on it. Are there any other songs that you're going to be doing remixes of like that? And how'd you go about choosing those two to begin with?
Okay, so I actually am working on Last Mohicans remix, which is gonna be dope. I'm gonna add like a Tom Morello whammy solo at the end. It's gonna be sick. I'm actually gonna re-release the I Got Five on It remix, which is actually really cool. You brought that up because I got Mike Marshall, aka Mike Measy, the dude who sang the original hook for Lunes on I Got Five on It, send me his vocal stems over to me, and his vocal stems will be featured on my remix, which I'm like hella pumped on, bro. Like,
nice.
So
that is exciting.
Like, yeah, I'm really excited. So it was like the Seven Nation Army, and let's see what else. I'm gonna do a Devil Went Down to Georgia too.
Nice.
And like and shred that up too. When it comes to picking them, it's like, I mean, I Got Five on It was popular because of, what was it, Us? What was that horror movie?
Oh,
was it Get Out? No, it wasn't Get Out. I think it was Us. Yeah. But
with was it A24 that company, or I'm trying to think.
I think it was Jordan Peele that directed it.
Yeah.
From
That's
Key and
it.
Peele.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Like,
I'm pretty sure that was Us.
Yeah. So like that was popular. So that's always just like, I've always wanted to do a rendition of that, you know. And so like, these are all composed. I played the bass. I'm getting the drummer from Born of Osiris. He laid drums on the track, which is going to be really, really cool too. Okay. And yeah, man. In terms of like, I don't like to. Okay, I don't ever want to be the Katy Perry TikTok violinist. I don't ever want to be that violinist ever. And if that is the case, you see me doing that, then like cancel me, please. Don't ever want to be that guy. But at my live shows, people like, you know, stuff that they've heard. People like covers, you know, and so it's like, what are some tasteful stuff that like kind of like everybody knows that I can also kind of put my mean spin onto it, so it's not just like I'm just playing the format, you know, like in my I Got Five on It rendition, like I mean, I like to shred on it, you know. Like there's parts where it's like really, really pretty, you know, and dynamic, and then there's other parts where it's just like punching you in the face. So
yeah, you really are very innovative on the violin, and you just seem like you're doing a lot of really cool techniques that I haven't seen before. And when I saw that video, we just played, I was like, whoa, very cool. And how you put it with the distortion and the effects, and very awesome. Now, when you play live, now you have the 7-string, but how many instruments do you normally bring when you're live?
So I have my acoustic fiddle and I got my electric fiddle, and that's it.
Just the two.
Yeah,
okay. One for the effects and then one for more of the
like the singing. Like the acoustic fiddle is where like the soul is. That's like you could hear the soul. It's like a person singing. And I have like 100-year-old German fiddle, and that's one of my most favorite possessions. But it's like, if I'm going for like the effects, of course the 7-string. But if it's like if I'm playing like the Lord of the Rings stuff or Last of the Mohicans, or I'm playing like bluegrass stuff, then I'll pick up my fiddle, of course. And it's kind of fun just to subtly flex that too. You know what I mean? Like go over and play breakdowns and then come around and play hillbilly music.
That's really cool, honestly, because people's minds are blown. They're like, I didn't know you could do that. And making that connection for someone, that's like a Jack Black moment, and making it so much more fun. And you are awesome at that. And I'm telling you, you are going to meet Jack Black. There is no denying it. He's going to see you and be like, this is my kind of guy. Like you two are going to boom, like no doubt about it. Like he's going to like, I think he should take you under his wing and just freaking, you're amazing, bro.
Thanks,
really.
bro. I appreciate it, dude. The History of Tenacious D is my favorite karaoke song. Like I hate karaoke. I don't like to be up there, but if I have to be up there, then it's that song, The History of Tenacious D. That's like my jam. Like that's when, once again, the inner Jack Black comes out.
That's great.
I love it.
I'd love to see that.
Absolutely.
Before you said Kung Fu movie, I was gonna say Kung Fu Panda. I was like, it's Kung Fu
Panda,
but I was just gonna joke. But anyway,
that's also another good movie, man. That's also really another good movie.
It actually was, but we'll let you go in a minute. But I'll let Nick and Remy close it out here. But thank you so much for coming on.
Do we want to play that other video?
Oh, Nick, do we have it ready?
I have the horror movie video.
Oh, please, let's play that then. Is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead. Hit
we don't have to. I was just.
This
asking.
is
no, we should.
This is Camp Blood, and this is another song that's available on my iTunes and Spotify. Me and my friend Treston Chee's from Gallup, New Mexico. He's one of my favorite friends. He's one of my best boys. He's a videographer, and we Googled up scary places in Albuquerque to film a music video, or like scariest places. I think I just typed in, and one place was the underworld, and it was underneath this highway pass. And so you had to like climb down there to get to it. And there was like all kinds of like sketchy needles. And I'm pretty sure we saw somebody selling crack down there. But it definitely added to the vibe where it was like, okay, this is spooky. This is perfect for the music video. So this is Camp Blood. Yeah.
I love it. Well, let's check it out.
No.
put the weapon down and come to mama. That's a good boy. That's my Jason. They're back, Jason. Don't let them find me.
All right, that was
Oh, yeah.
awesome.
Right on. That
Aside
was
from the
Camp
fact
Clutch.
that I won't sleep for the next 3 days. That was really, that was really, really impressive. Honestly.
Wow.
Thank you. I appreciate
And I
it.
feel bad that the video was a little laggy, but that's all more the reason why everyone should go and follow Sage right now. Nick, if you don't mind, throw those links up one more time.
Yes.
Everyone go follow Sage. Sage, before we let you go, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, of course.
You're like an inspiration and my new personal hero. You have great music taste. You're innovating music. You're bridging different musical genres. It's awesome what you're doing. I hope I get to see you in person one day. Thank you so much for coming on the show. I love you, man.
Yeah, thank you, Jim. I appreciate you, bro. And thank you, Remy, for reaching out to me. Nick, the Viking, stay up, bro.
Pleasure to meet you, man.
Yeah, thank you guys very much. And for everyone listening, come check out my stuff. I'll be releasing an album here soon. And follow me on Instagram. That's where I'll be posting most of everything first. And that's at Rage WIT Sage, at Rage Wit Sage.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much and have a great night. And we'll be in touch.
Cool, guys. Sounds good. Take
Thanks,
care.
Sage. Take care.
Wow, Remy, you are awesome. You get the best guests. Sage, thank you so much. I left the link up, so I hope everybody goes to follow Sage. I just can't say thanks enough. Guys, what are your thoughts?
That was beyond words. That was so cinematic, so breathtaking. That was amazing.
Yeah.
The way that it had such a horror feel to it, and then it went to something so beautiful. But he was still wearing the Jason mask, and it just kind of was the clash of the two different styles, and I thought that it went really well together.
You're beautiful.
With those locks.
Your hair and your shirt go well together. No, listen, I'm really excited, guys. This was episode 85. We got episode 86, 87 the next 2 weeks. Season finale, Before I Die, episode 88. Season finale, February 5th, in person. Sage won't be there, but it would be really cool if they were. But anyway, Nick will be there. Remy will be there in spirit unless we kidnap you. Rem, are you down to be kidnapped and come to the show?
I don't think you could carry me at this point.
Remy, she's got a bun in the oven. Yeah.
Yeah.
While we
got excited.
Yeah, he did. He heard that he's on board. While we did mention all the live guests that would be there, we didn't mention that we have a musical guest that will be joining us virtually, the one-man funk band Henry Invisible.
Oh, I love Henry. Are you serious? Now I'm jealous. Can I join virtually?
Yeah, of course. You better be there virtually. Remember, are you kidding? Yes, you have to be there. Nick said he would kidnap you if you didn't.
Yeah, sending a team.
Yeah, you need a SWAT team to carry me out.
Stage crew.
Guys, we're not live anymore. Just kidding.
Yeah,
we still are. Guys, working with me is so much fun. I love it. Guys, I love working with me. No, really. Guys, thank you to Remy and Nick. This is Jimmy James. This is the Stereo Joe Show. Stereo Joe. Stereo J-O. No, I'm kidding. All right, guys. Have a great night. Get home safe. Don't drink and drive.